Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a channel where I'll be sharing beauty items, a little bit of fashion and anything I can think of really, cruelty free and vegan stuff. I'm going to be doing a makeup look today, an everyday makeup look, and some of the items I will be using are not cruelty free or vegan, but before deciding to go in that direction I'm being attacked by cats, messing up my filming. Move. Anyways, so the items I will be using, some of them are not cruelty free or vegan. Before I decided to make that change, I was using the mainstream stuff and I still have a lot of it, so I will be using them up because I'm not into wasting. This is gonna be fun. So I've already washed and moisturised my face with a vitamin E moisturiser from the Body Shop. I'm now going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Primer Base. I just wanted to, it's almost finished actually, so I have to squeeze out as much as I can. I'm going to try and do this makeup in a record time because usually I spend too long a time applying my makeup. I like to smear that on my eyelids as well. I don't know how the lighting looks. I'm using natural lighting and it's really cloudy outside. Very, very cloudy. Right. So I think that the primer is pretty much spread all over my face, so that's that. I'm now going to be applying a foundation also from L'Oreal, and it's the True Match foundation in the colour Cappuccino or 8.N, and I apply that with my my beauty blender, which is a Real Techniques beauty blender and is extremely dirty. It's so filthy. Putting that aside. So I just squirt a little bit, literally just a drop, because I feel like this colour is my tan colour. And if I put too much on, then I feel like it just looks weird. I mean, I can already see it now. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is definitely my tan colour. I just wanted to say that recently a YouTuber, a well-known YouTuber, is to try and do this while talking is actually quite difficult for me anyway. Yeah, I wanted to say that recently a well-known YouTuber has broken up with her boyfriend, and I have been watching her for the last 5 years at least, and I was really shocked. She tweeted it the other day, and I was really shocked to hear that because they came across as a very almost like a perfect couple. I mean, I know there's no such thing as a perfect couple. We've all got our ups and downs, trials and tribulations, but I was really, really sad to hear of this breakup, which is funny because I don't know her personally. I think I've got most of this foundation on. I'm kind of working with short eyesight, poor lighting, large mirrors in front of me, and I'm trying my best to work with my short eyesight. I have actually got a smaller mirror next to me, so I'll try and use that. kind of got OCD when it comes to applying foundation. I've got a bit of OCD. I don't feel like it's in properly, and I just keep tapping away. Yeah, if you can see my leopard print, is it leopard print? Some kind of print. I'm wearing a onesie. So that's the reality of filming. Half of you is done, the other half is totally relaxed. But now that I've blended that in, I'm going to be applying an eyeshadow primer. This is my favourite eyeshadow primer, at least it was before I turned to cruelty-free products. But I've still got a lot in here that needs to be used up, and Lord knows I will be using it up because it was fairly pricey. Sorry, I feel like I've got a frog in my throat this morning. Sorry. Right, so even for this small size it was still quite pricey. So I only use a small amount, literally a dot. What's that? Cat fur. Just a dot applied with my finger to the eyelid. I was talking about a breakup, wasn't I? Yeah, so this person had been with this other person for at least 6 or 7 years, and they just announced that they've broke up. Now I can't imagine, we already know how breakups are, and it's a very traumatic experience. Nevertheless, some people go through it, some people they're together forever, but when you do go through it, it's very, very sad, and I can only imagine that going through it online is even worse. And that brings me back to how much do you share online. I mean, I know how far that I want to go with how famous I want to be on social media, and then again the people that are now famous and got massive a massive following, they probably never aimed to get to that stage, and here they are. I've finished applying the eyeshadow base, and now I will be applying the eyeshadow using the Sweet Peach palette from Too Faced. Again, I'm trying to use up all my products. I don't know if I'll ever get a chance of using all this up, because the majority of the colours in it I do use, and half of it I wouldn't use because it's too light. Anyways, I will be using the colour Luscious. It's this colour here. So as I was saying, oh yeah, it's also got a mirror inside, so I could use that, I guess. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, and then sharing your life online like that. She released a video yesterday, just a normal vlogging video, and at the end of it she thanked her followers for being very supportive on the matter. There's nothing like a supportive community when things like that happen, but at the same time, I don't know if you can hear me because I'm blocking most of what I'm saying with this. You feel that why should you have to explain what is going on in your private life online? But that is the life. I look crazy right now, but that is the life that they have chosen. And it starts off innocently by showing one person or talking to the person in the background, and before you know it, you're literally showing everyone in your family and friend circle. And now the sun's decided to come back out. I'm just going to blend that colour in. It's kind of like a gold sheeny colour. I'm just going to blend that in with a very old blending brush. I have no idea who it's from, it's so old. I'd like to treat myself to a new range of makeup brushes. That'd be pretty cool. I was wondering why I looked kind of weird in the mirror, and I've just realised that I've never taken this plastic off the mirror. That makes a lot of sense now. It looks crystal clear. I'm now going to be applying another colour kind of halfway on the eyelid from the centre to the corners. I'm going to be using the colour Caramelised. If you can see this one here. I'm just going to be applying that to the centre, to the edge. So, how much would you share online? Or are you not willing to share that much at the moment because you're not as popular online and you think nobody would actually care? I actually do enjoy applying my makeup with my finger, my index finger. I find it just to be just easier. I do understand and appreciate that makeup brushes create different looks, but I guess this is the lazy girl routine. Don't know if you guys can see that. I'm just going to be blending that in now with an Eco Tools brush. That's a lie. I'm going to be going back to this brush just to blend it in and make it look seamless. I think that will do. I'm going to be going into the crease with a darker shade of brown from MAC. Again, using up all my mainstream products, and this one is in the shade Brown Down, and I will be applying it with this flat brush. I think it's a what do you call it? It's a flat brush, and I do believe that you just pat the eyeshadow down on the lid with it, and it's from Eco Tools. This is one of their older brushes that I got ages ago, just many moons ago. And what I like to do is just swipe the brush on the tip and just apply it in the crease. So how much would you share online? And I thought about this the other day, and I thought that is it necessary to share all your business online? Because when things don't go right, you might feel, some people might feel embarrassed. I know I would, because for some people they're like portraying, I don't know if you guys can see that, it's a little bit darker in the crease. Some people like to portray that their life is perfect, or it just seems that way because obviously you share all the highlights of your life online. So when things don't go right, you feel pretty bad, and you shouldn't feel bad because that's life. But it's always sad when somebody has been together, or a couple has been together for years, and then they decide to part ways. Now, she said that it was mutual, and even if it is mutual, even if it is mutual, it's still very sad, and the emotions are still running very high. I did leave a comment yesterday, and I said that, you know, she has a great support network, and most of all, she needs to take that time away. Though they do say time's a healer, and what else, that keeping busy distracts you from any heartbreak. Did I say I was blending this in now? Probably not, but I'm blending it in to make it seamless, to blend away any harsh lines. I hope this comes out well, because Doing it from a different distance and with being short-sighted, it's not easy. I'm sorry if my top looks like it's just dancing all over my body at the moment, because it's like a silky type material and it just keeps slipping and sliding. I hope you guys can see that look there. What else do I do next? Okay, right, I'm drinking at the moment. I'm trying to lose a bit of weight. I'm trying to lose a bit of weight, and I'm currently drinking in my Keep Calm and Kill Zombies cup. I'm currently drinking a matcha tea. I think it's like a softer version of green tea. I like it. It's very different to drinking green tea, which I find quite bitter or strong. Matcha tea is much more bland and calming. Anyways, back to the makeup. I'm going to be using Sleek Dip It eyeliner in black. The tip on this isn't bad actually. It's not overly pointed, but at the same time, I don't know. It does give a good colour payoff. Let's try and do this without getting eyeliner spilt all over the place. For an everyday look, I don't like to do a overly sized. I like to do a thin black line, and I rarely do a cat eye these days. I mean, I love cat eyes. For an everyday look, I stay away from the cat eye look. I'm just going to be doing it from the corners of my eyes. I always feel nervous doing my eyeliner on camera, because I always feel nervous doing my eyeliner on camera because away from the camera you could spend ages messing about with it, but on camera, again, it's kind of a pressure of perfection. Oh, you apply makeup online, you should be really good at doing it. I think that will do. Don't know if you guys can see the difference between one eye and the other. The sunlight is starting to come out now. Try and do the other eye, and it's not that easy trying to apply your eyeliner whilst talking. I guess what I'm trying to say is that when I usually apply my makeup, I'm not talking. More dancing than talking. Don't you hate it when you kind of get the eyeliner greys? Oh yes, sunlight, hallelujah. Grey sky is really depressing, which is funny because I love grey clothing. So I do like the colour grey, just not in the sky. This eye actually is smaller than this eye. It's funny because I thought that it was just the eyes, but when you actually analyse your whole body, my whole body is kind of like shifted. I know it sounds mad, but it is what it is. Like, this eyebrow is lower than this eyebrow, so this eyelid is lower than this eyelid, so this eyelid tends to look larger, especially if I've just applied a light colour on it, which I have. So if my eye's looking popping then that is why. I do try to balance it out, but it's not always feasible, and also I'm trying to make myself perfect when I'm not. It would help actually if I move the stuff that I've already used out of the way. Whew. So yes, sharing your life online, sharing everything online, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. I know that the people in my life don't feel comfortable being on camera, so I wouldn't force it upon them. I think my cat's about to fight in the background. yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable putting a camera in their face if they didn't want to be on camera. And so most of the time you will just be seeing me, unless one day they happen to say, oh, I don't mind being on camera. But until that time, I will respect their privacy. I haven't forgotten my eyebrows. I will get to that. So I'm just going to be applying mascara now. And this is from the brand, this is vegan and cruelty free, and it's from the brand B Cosmetics from Superdrug. It's actually their own makeup line, and it's in the colour Black or 100. The brush itself is not bad actually. It's quite a decent sized brush with combs, but this black is proper carbon black. I mean, I was impressed when I first used this. Again, apply it to the eyelashes. Do you guys have a particular eye that you always start on? I mean, because I'm on the floor today, I'm starting with the right eye, but I always start with the left side. I don't know why, it's kind of like a makeup ritual. Trying not to get this on the eyeshadow because that would be a makeup fail. Not that things can't be corrected. So yeah, people sharing their lives online, like everything online. We've seen popular YouTubers share. It's gone from sharing their boyfriends or girlfriends to their pets, to their bedroom, which I'm clearly in, places around their house, family members, to getting married, to sharing their pregnancies, to actually giving birth, not so much on camera, but oh god, this top is driving me mad. Yeah, people share a lot online, a lot, and I am not willing to share all that. It's just too much. It's it then becomes a case of you're actually a reality TV star. I'm going to be applying my eyebrows with oh god, I don't even remember what this is from now. Rimmel London. This is legit my favourite. I know it's not cruelty free and vegan, but this, until I find a, yeah, basically I need to find one that's perfect. Until then I am still using this in the colour Black Brown or 004. Again, it's not cruelty free as far as I know, and I have to use it up. So until then, this is what I'll be using. Before I decided to make the change, this was and still is actually my favourite eyebrow pencil. Let's see if I can do this online. My eyebrows aren't bad in terms of, I don't want to say thickness, but because the thickness isn't there, but some of the hair is. I'm just going to be trying to create my everyday eyebrow look. Yeah, so my eyebrows are very like sparse or boldy in the corners. Not in the corners. You know what I'm saying? This this area is very sparse, and I try and even it out. I try to remember the term, filling them in, not drawing them on, because nobody wants drawn on eyebrows. Unless that's your thing, then go for it. Here comes the sun, la 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 la, here comes the sun. Speaking of that theme tune, there's going to be another Mission Impossible released. I mean, I'm a fan of Mission Impossible. When it first came out, ooh, I think between 93 or 95, I think. I saw it at the cinema with my mum and I think my sister, who I'm not sure about because she's 6 years younger than I am, so I don't know if she would have been able to see it then. But actually no, that would have been wrong because she would have been 3 years old or 5. So I think the film came out a little bit later actually, but I've always been a fan of Mission Impossible, and they're going to be releasing another one this year. I can't remember what month, but I'm really excited, and I just want to know, how long can Tom Cruise keep doing this for? Because that man seems to be fighting against aging. Not that that's a bad thing, but it seems like he's just trying to keep fit and to show everyone that he is still the action man that he is. Now I'm going to be going through my eyebrows with another L'Oreal product. It's almost like a sponsored L'Oreal video, which it isn't. So a L'Oreal, this is the Brow Artist Plumper, and this is another product that I actually really love using, and it's in the colour, it kind of looks like a muddy brown, and on the lids it kind of looks like it would be almost like metallic, but it's not. It's a brow gel mascara with fibres for fuller looking brows, and it does, I think it does, it gives me fuller looking brows. I didn't actually say though, with that mascara that I use, because it's vegan and cruelty free, it means that it doesn't have certain things that your mainstream one would have. So it dries out very quickly, so you have to be very quick when applying it. The fibres on it become flaky, so you have to be quick. But a bonus point on it is that when you remove it, you could just remove it with soapy water if you wanted to, and that stuff will roll right off, literally roll off the eyelashes, which makes it very easy and quick for it to come off. Anyways, I'm going to be finishing up my face now with a bronzer. This bronzer is from MAC, and it's a mineralized skin finish natural, and it's in the colour Sun Power or B11. And this is my favourite bronzer, and I forgot the damn brush. So I'll go and get that. I'm going to be applying it with this Eco Tools brush. I think it's a blush brush. It looks like a blush brush. So I'm going to be applying that to this area. This is how I apply makeup. I'm not a makeup guru. I'm not a makeup expert. This is just how I have learnt how to apply my makeup over the years. And how I enjoy doing it. I don't know what you can actually see on camera. I don't like applying my makeup thick. I don't like heavy looking makeup. I just like to look as natural as possible whilst wearing makeup, which sounds odd for people that like to wear makeup to make themselves look different. I'm not into contouring, mainly because I don't like to change the shape of my face. I've learnt to like the features of my face over time again. So after I've done that, I then go and apply a blush. Now the one that I'm using currently, again this isn't vegan or cruelty free, but I'm using them all up, and this one's from Revlon. It's an old one, probably 5 years old maybe. It's in the colour Coral Reef or 300, and it's this beautiful coral colour, absolutely gorgeous. It's almost like an orange tone, and I just apply, God's sake, and I just apply it with my two fingers, index and middle finger, and literally just pat it on to the cheek area, just very lightly. It just gives that nice flush orangey colour to make you look not completely dead. I have a lot of lip products, and the majority of the time I usually just use a lip balm on my lips, so I may just leave my face like this with a lip balm. I currently have nothing on my lips at the moment, but I will be applying a lipstick to finish off this look, and this is a lip pencil in Mocha Cafe or 69. Again, this is really old, so I doubt that they actually still make this. And I just line the lips. I don't usually overdraw my lips because my lips are a fairly good size, so no complaints there. I think that looks alright. It's nothing worse than a wonky lip. So I overline the lips like so, and then I apply the lipstick, and today's lipstick is MAC and in the colour Touch, and it's a luster one, so I think that means it gives a bit of sheen. Oh, that's the thing I love about MAC lipsticks, is it's very moisturising and it smells so good. If you guys want to know what I'm wearing a movement watch that I was given for a campaign. It's in rose gold, very pretty. This chain here is a Monica Veninda pendant, my everyday chain. I absolutely adore it. This I bought more than 15 years ago for myself. Both of these chains I bought for myself actually. I love this one, it kind of reminds me of a disco ball, very pretty. And this top I do believe is from Matalan. I'm sure it's Matalan. If it's not, then I'll put up the right company name or brand name above. And this cardigan, this pink lightweight cardigan, is definitely from Matalan. And that's the finished look, guys. I hope you liked it. It was a bit of a long-winded, but it was a chatty video. If you want to see more videos like this, then don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment, because I do love reading your comments. So that's it, guys. Until next time, bye. Okay, so I've already washed and moist. Oh, this is this is a joke. Oh, really? Right, you're gonna have to move. Sorry.